Bole Sri Gajanan Swami Ki. Devotees, let me apologize for a little bit of delay in starting our service this morning. Circumstances beyond control, but circumstances we have to handle. Anyway, all systems are in place. Welcome to all of you. To those of you who have joined us online, welcome. Let us prepare ourselves for our morning service. We do an invocation, opening prayer. Let's join together. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Bhagavan Ram, He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, हमें दया करो। गुरुर ब्रह्मा गुरुर विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ओम सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी मंत्र मूर्ते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार वरनो रघुबर बिमल यश जोदायक फलचार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जामिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मुहि हरहु कलेश विकार। सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। हे नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि। बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। बैठ जाइए, प्लीज बी सीटेड डिवोटीज। We proceed straight into our chaupais, followed by Bara Akshar Mantra. Let's all concentrate, assume that genuine attitude of prayer. Just bear in mind, as we have been saying, God doesn't exist for us unless He is in our thoughts and our feelings. Most importantly, if we have Him in our thoughts and in our feelings, then He is everywhere. If not, He is nowhere for us. So devotees, you're on your own. प्रवेश नगर कीजिए सब काज। हृदय राखी कौशलपुर राजा। रथ चढ़ि सिया सहित दू भाई। बधही शिर नाई। जाके सुमिरन नमशतु हम वेद प्रकाश विश्व भरण पोषण कर जोई अकर नाम भरत अस होई जब राम रामा जब राम ब्याही घर आई नित नव मंगल मूद बधाई सखा धर्म में शरथ जाकी जीतन कहन कतहुरी ताकी जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम राम जय जय सीता राम जय जय राम वह शोभाजु समाज सुख कहत न बनै खगेश वरन शारद शेष सुधी सोरस जाम महेश सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम बंदो पवन कुमार खलबन पावक ज्ञान घन जासु हृदय आकर बस ही राम शरचाप धर ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय 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 बोले श्री वासुदेव भगवान की जय. So devotees will have puja being performed, and now devotees we will. I want to introduce you. You don't have a copy of it, but we have had, Pratah Smarami Stotram for Shivaji. Different aspects of divinity. There is Pratah Smarami Stot for Ganesh Baba. So I will chant that stotra. Pratah Smarami. Like in the morning time, we begin the day with the worship of Gajanan. So I want you to visualize Gajanan. Listen to the stotra, identify with it. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Pratah Smarami Gananath Manata Bandhum. Sindura Pura Parishobhita Gandha Yugmam. Udanda Vigna Parikhandana Chanda Dandam. Akhandalari Suranayaka Vrinda Vandyam. Ganapatir Vigna Rajo. Lambatundu Gajananaha. Dvaitaturascha he ramba ekadanto ganadhipaha vinayakascharu karnaha pashu palubhav atmajaha dvadashaitani namani prataruthayah pathet vishvam tasya bhavid vashyam nacha vignang bhavit pachit. Om shirtanay varishtam sarva kalyana murting parushu dashana kandhe shobhitang murakin aruna kusumamala byala mamboja netram mam hriday nivasam Sri Ganesham Namami. Ganganapataye Namaha. Bole Sri Gajanan Swami ki jai. This stotra devotees has 12 names of Gajanan. Chanted early in the morning time. Difficulties, obstacles are removed. So in due course, I'll give you a copy of it, but we concentrate on Gajan. Jai 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 Gananayaka Jai Jai Vigna Vinashaka Gajavadana Gauri Nandan Gajavadana Gauri Nandan Gangadhara Shiva Shambhu Nandan. Gangadhar Shiva Shambhu Nandan. Gajanan, the son of Gajanan, the son of Bhagwan Shankar. Son of Bhagwan Shankar, Devi Ma. Devotees, and we have philosophically explained what these things mean. Let's go on the journey. Jai 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 Gananayaka Jai Jai Vigna Vinashaka Jai Shiva Mangaladayaka Vidya Bhuti Pradayaka Jai 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 Gananayaka Jai Jai Vigna Vinashaka गजवदन गौरी नंदन गजवदन गौरी नंदन गजवदन गौरी नंदन गजवदन गौरी नंदन गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन हे गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन जय 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 गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक जय शुभ मंगलदायक विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायक जय जय गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. Devotees, we concentrate on Devi Ma. So, as we have explained, there are three main aspects of Devi, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, and of course, Kali Ma, we all know. So we will do the stotra, and this simple line, which you'll all join in. You can remember it. Namostute Maheshwari. Namostute Maheshwari. So when it comes to that part, you will all join together, say it twice. Surrendering to Devi Ma. And you can visualize any aspect of Devi that pleases you best. Whether it's Durga Ma, Lakshmi Ma, Saraswati Ma, Kali Ma. Should I also add, even if it's your own mother? You decide how you go to God, so God comes to you. Yeah? So devotees visualize Devi, any aspect of Devi that pleases you best. At Bhagavad Ashtakam, Namostute Saraswati, Trishula Chakra Dharini, Sitam Baravrite Shubhe, Mrigendra Pita Sanchite, Suvarna Bandhuradhari, Sujal Rishururuhi, Suvarna Padma Bhushite, Namostute Maheshwari, Namostute Pita Mahadi Bhirnute, Sukanti Lupta Chandrabhi, Saratna Mala Yavriti, Bhavabhi Kashta Harini, Tamala Hasta Mandite, Tamala Bhala Shobhite, Girama Gochare Ile, Swabhakta Vatsale Naghi, Sadapa Varga Bhogade, Daridra Dukha Harini, Tiloka Shankarishwari, Bhavani Bhima Ambike, Pachanda Teja Ujjwali, Bhuja Kalapa Mandite, Prapanna Bhiti Nashiki, Prasuna Malya Kandhari, Dhyastamu Nivariki, Vishuddha Buddha Kariki, Surachi Tankri Pankaji, Prachanda Vikra Mekshare, Vishala Padma Lochane, Hatastvayasha Daita Dhumra Lochano Yadarani, Tada Prasuna Vishta Yas Vipishtape Surekritaha, Niriksha Tatrate Prabhama Lajata Prabhakaras, Twai Daya Karudhrave, Nanada Keshari Yada, Chachala Medini Tada, Jagama Daita Nayakaha, Swasena Yadrutanghiya, Sakopa Kampa Dachade, Sachanda Mundaghatike, Mrigenda Nada Nadite, Kuchandanar Chitaliki, Sitoshna Varanadhari, Savarkara Nanevari, Nishumbha Shumbha Mardike, Prasida Chandike Aji, Samastya Dosha Ghatike, Shubha Mati Pradechare, Twameva Vishwadharini, Twameva Vishwakarini, त्वमेव सर्वहारिणी न गम्यसेचित् आत्मभिः दिवौकसंहिते रता करोषि दैत्यनाशनं शताक्षि रक्तदन्तिके पठन्ते समाहिता इमं स्तवं सदा नरः अनन्यभक्तिसंयुता अहर्मुखेऽनुवासरं भवन्ति ते तु पंडिता सुपुत्रधानसंयुताः कलत्रभूतिसंयुता व्रजन्ति चामृतं सुखं व्रजन्ति तां मृतं सुखम. Everybody again, Namostute Maheshwari, Namostute. Omiti Srimad Amardas Virachitan Bhagavad Ashtakam Samaptam. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Chama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute. Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bhutarthi Harani Jai Sarvagate Devi Kal Ratri Namostute. Prathamam Shaila Putri Cha Dvitiyang Brahmacharini तृतीयं चंद्रघंतेति कुष्मांदेति चतुर्थकम पंचमम षष्ठ कात्यायनी च सप्तमम. ओम तत्सत् ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः. ओम ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः. श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः. ओम श्री सिद्धेश्वरी महालक्ष्मी माता नमो नमः. ओम क्रीं कालियै नमः. शंकरी परमेश्वरी शशिशेखरी अम्बा सर्वेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी माहेश्वरी अम्बा. शंकरी परमेश्वरी शशिशेखरी अम्बा शंकरी परमेश्वरी शशिशेखरी जगदीश्वरी माहेश्वरी अम्बा. सर्वेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी माहेश्वरी अम्बा. सुंदरी गुणमंजरी शिवशंकरी अम्बा. अम्बा सुंदरी गुणमंजरी शिवशंकरी अम्बा. मातेश्वरी श्वेतांबरी भुवनेश्वरी माहेश्वरी शाकंभरी भुवनेश्वरी अम्बा शंकरी परमेश्वरी शशिशेखरी सर्वेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी माहेश्वरी अम्बा. जगदीश्वरी माहेश्वरी अम्बा, हे सुंदरी गुणमंजरी शिवशंकरी अम्बा, अम्बा सुंदरी गुणमंजरी शिवशंकरी अम्बा, शिवशंकरी अम्बा, भुवनेश्वरी अम्बा, परमेश्वरी अम्बा, जगदीश्वरी अम्बा, अम्बा सुंदरी गुणमंजरी, अम्बा सुंदरी गुणमंजरी शिवशंकरी अम्बा, मातेश्वरी श्वेतांबरी भुवनेश्वरी मातेश्वरी शाकंभरी भुवनेश्वरी अम्बा शंकरी परमेश्वरी शशिशेखरी अम्बा शंकरी परमेश्वरी शशिशेखरी अम्बा। बोले सियार शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय। विदु हवन डिवोटीज, गायत्री मंत्र। हरिः ओम तत्सत्, हरिः ओम तत्सत्, हरिः ओम तत्सत्। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः। ओम प्रजापति स्वाहा इदम प्रजापति इदम नमः। ओम इंद्राय स्वाहा इदम इंद्राय इदम नमः। ओम अग्नये स्वाहा इदम अग्नि इदम नमः। ओम सोमाय स्वाहा इदम सोमाय इदम नमः। ओम भू स्वाहा इदम अग्नि इदम नमः। ओम भुव स्वाहा इदम वायवे इदम नमः। ओम स्वः स्वाहा इदम सूर्याय इदम नमः। गजानन स्वामी। ओम गंगनपतये नमः स्वाहा। देवी दुर्गा। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः स्वाहा। Kali Ma. Mahalakshmi Ma. Saraswati Ma. बारह अक्षर मंत्र। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा। नारायण। सूरज नारायण स्वामी। ओम नमः शिवाय। श्रीअगिंदेवाय स्वाहा। इष्टदेवाय स्वाहा। कुलदेवाय स्वाहा। अष्टांदेवाय स्वाहा। ग्रामदेवाय स्वाहा। वास्तुदेवाय स्वाहा। सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवी भ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। मृत्युंजय मंत्र जाप। Put a spoon one side, Evans. अच्छा। बोले श्री उमापति महादेव के। ओम ह्रौम ओम जूम ओम सह। ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा। Namaschandikayai Swaha, eastern side. Right. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Lakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Om Srim Hrim Saraswatyai Swaha. Take the mixture of the Google sugar black tail, sprinkle around. Om Sarva Devta Sarva Devi Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Achman, water around 3 times. Om Sarva Papaharang Dibyam Gangeyang Nirmalam Jalam Achmanang Chamaya Dattam Gahitam Purushotamaha Brahmagneye Namaha Achmanam Samorpayami. Take a flower and fan the fire towards the murti 5 times. Om Banaspati Rasud Bhuto Gandhadhyo Gandhya Uttama Aghriyang Sarvadevanang Dhupoyam Pratigrihitam Brahmagneye Namaha. Good. Both hands on the flame, pass it over your head 5 times. Again Devaye Namaha. Everybody can make a mental prostration to again Dev. Take a flower, we concentrate on Lakshmi Ma. Om Namostestu Mahamai Se Pithe Sur Pujite Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Lakshmi Kurutu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukha Sampadam Mama Shatru Dinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Siddheshwari Mahalakshmi Mata Namo Namaha. Boli Si Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai. Bow to the flame. Devotees will concentrate on Bhagavan Shankar. So we perform Mrityunjay Stotra, and again you remember that simple line that you recite: Namami Shirsa Devam Kinno Mrityuh Karishyati. Namami Shirsa Devam Kinno Mrityuh Karishyati. We seek the protection of Mrityunjay Bhagavan on all. Om Namah Shivaya Mahamrityunjay Stotram. Om Asasi Mahamrityunjay Stotramantasya Sri Markandeya Rishi Anushtup Chandaha Sri Mrityunjayo Devta Gauri Shakti Mama Sarvarishta Samasta Mrityu Shanti Artham Sakal Aishwarya Prapti Artham Cha Chape Viniyogaha Atadhyanam Chandra Ark Agni Vilochanam Smita Mukham Padma Dvayantaha Chitam Mudra Pashi Migrakshi Sutta Vilasat Paning Himangshu Prabham Kotindu Pragalasut Ludhap Lutatanum Haradi Bhushojvalam Kantang Vishwa Vimohanang Pashupating Mrityunjayam Bhavayit. Om Rudram Pashupating Stanum Neelakantam Umapatim Namami Shirisa Devam Neelakantam Mahat Neelakantam Kalamurting Kalagyan Kalanashanam Neelakantam Virupaksham Nirmalang Nilaya Prabham Vamadevam Mahadevam Lokanatham Jagadgurum Devadevam Jagannatham Devesham Vrishabdhvajam Gangadharam Mahadevam Sarvabharana Bhushitam Anatha Paramanandam Kaivalya Padagaminam Swarg Apavarga Dataram Srishti Sthiti Vinashakam Utpati Sthiti Sanghara Kartaram Ishwaram Gurum. For a few moments, continue to chant the Mrityunjay mantra in your minds. मार्कंडे कृतं स्तोत्रम यः पठे शिवसन्निधौ तस्य मृत्युभयं नास्ति नाग्निचौरभयं क्वचित् शतावर्तं प्रकर्तव्यं संकटे कष्टनाशनं शुचिर्भूता पठेत् स्तोत्रं सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकं तावतस्त्वद्गतप्राणस् त्वच्चित्तोऽहं सदा मृदः इति विज्ञाप्य देवेशं त्राम्बाख्य मनुं जपेत्। Repeat after me. मृत्युंजय महादेव त्राहि मां शरणागतम् जन्म मृत्यु जरा रोगैः पीडितं कर्म बन्धनैः नमः शिवाय सांबाय हरये परमात्मनः प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय योगिनां पतये नमः. Visualize Bholenath and we seek his protective shelter. May he protect us in all aspects. Om Hrim Shrim Hrim Hrim Hraha Hanahan Daha Daha Pacha Pach Grahan Grahan Marya Marya Mardaya Mardaya Maha Mahabhairav Bhairav Rupena Dhunuya Dhunuya Kampaya Kampaya Vignaya Vignaya Vishveshwara Chobaya Chobaya Katu Katu Mohaya Hum Phat Swaha इति मंत्र मात्रेण समाभीष्टो भवति इति श्री मार्कंडे पुराणे मार्कंडे कृतं महामृत्युंजय स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम. ओम कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम सदा वसंतम हृदयारविंदे भवम भवानी सहितं नमामि. ओम नमः शर्वाय शांताय शंभवे शंभवे नमः विद्येश्वर नमस्तुभ्यं भूतेश्वर नमोस्तुते. ओम हर हर महादेव. ओम नमः शिवाय. ये ग्लोरीफाई भगवान शंकर डिवोटीज. मृत्युंजय भगवान. शिव शंकर भोले भक्तों के रखवाले तुमको लाखों प्रणाम तुमको मेरा प्रणाम. तुमने ये संसार बनाया सभी तुम्हारी माया छाया. तुमने ये संसार बनाया सभी तुम्हारी माया छाया. सर्पों के माला वाले कैलाश पर्वत वाले तुमको लाखों प्रणाम तुमको मेरा प्रणाम. जल छल में तुम अंबर में तुम हो नगर नगर घर घर में. तुम जल छल में तुम अंबर में तुम हो नगर नगर घर घर में. तुम हो लहर लहर स्वर स्वर में कहा नहीं तुम हो जग भर में. डमरू के बजाने वाले दुष्टों को मिटाने वाले तुमको लाखों प्रणाम तुमको मेरा प्रणाम. हर 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 महादेव का नारा नर नारी घर घर का प्यारा. हर हर सेवक नारा, नर नारी घर घर का प्यारा, दीप तुम्हारा तेल तुम्हारा, दुनिया का सब खेल तुम्हारा। ये खेल खिलाने वाले, त्रिभुवन को नचाने वाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम तुमको। शिव शंकर भोले, शैल गिरीश्वर उमा महेश्वर, काशी विश्वेश्वर सदाशिव। हे शैल गिरीश्वर उमा महेश्वर, काशी विश्वेश्वर सदाशिव। हे सदाशिव सदाशिव, ओम सदाशिव सदाशिव, ओम सदाशिव शंभु सदाशिव, ओम सदाशिव शंभु सदाशिव। हे शैल गिरीश्वर उमा महेश्वर, काशी विश्वेश्वर सदाशिव। ओम सदाशिव सदाशिव, ओम सदाशिव सदाशिव, सदाशिव सदाशिव, ओम सदाशिव सदाशिव, सदाशिव सदाशिव, ओम सदाशिव शंभु सदाशिव, सदाशिव शंभु सदाशिव, सदाशिव शंभु सदाशिव, सदाशिव शंभु। शैल गिरीश्वर उमा महेश्वर, काशी विश्वेश्वर सदाशिव। शैल गिरीश्वर उमा महेश्वर, काशी विश्वेश्वर। The devotees, we keep saying Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Sadashiva. What does Sadashiva mean? So just briefly, just a little bit of philosophy for deeper understanding. Remember, from Shaivism perspective, Param Shiva, he contracts. Now, he is infinite. So for him to become finite, there has to be contraction. Now, these terms, contraction and expansion, very, very important in philosophy, where creation is concerned. So Param Shiva, we come to the point, let's start from where we are. Chidananda Rupaha Shivuham Shivuham. Who am I? Chidananda Rupaham Shivuham Shivuham. I am the form of Chit Anand. Chit Anand Rup. Shivam Shivuham Shivuham. I am Shiva. So there is Param Shiva, and from Param Shiva you have Shiva. Now from Param Shiva, infinite, you have so-called Sagun. So that's a contraction. So there is Shiva and there is Shakti. Because Param Shiva, as we see from Vedantic perspective, Brahman and Shakti coexist. So same thing is one philosophy, one creation, just different pathways. So Param Shiva contracts to Shiva, and that energy becomes Shakti. So that is the contraction coming down to every one of us, who we are, in essence. So I won't deal with everything. From Shakti, you have Sadashiva. Sadashiva. So simply put, what does Sadashiva represent here? So devotees, we have the world. You have the infinite. This world is but a manifestation of that infinite. So Sada Shiv represents that state of that infinite recognizing that this world, what I am this. Now understand, you can't be lazy intellectually and understand these things. So the whole idea is this, I am this, the whole universe. To give you another understanding, from Sadashiv you have Ishwar. And what is Ishwar? Ishwar is, this is what I am. Subtle differences. Now, what is the big difference here? I am this. The focus is upon the I, the cosmic I. Sadashiv. Who has recognized, as we say, that the whole creation is part and parcel of him. But when you come down lower down, we are descending. You come down to Ishwar, the focus changes. This is what I am. So the focus goes to the world. This is what I am. As opposed to, I am this. There's a big difference. Big, big difference. So when we say Sada Shiv devotees, for whatever it's worth, if you can understand what I'm trying to put to you, it is that idea of identifying with the entire world. I am this. I'm not separate from this. This is not separate from me. And the I is the focal point. I. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. If you follow the whole process in devotees, when we tell people we are divinity, Ishwar and Jiva Vinashi, how you understand all that? This is the whole thing about it. Even from Vedantic perspective, they give the same thing. The Vedantic perspective, they call it Purush, divine. Now from Shaivism perspective, you have the next state called Shuddha Vidya. I-ness and I-ness, thisness and thisness, there's equilibrium. No I and this, equilibrium. And then you come to the next state what we call Maya, the illusion of individuality, where we all begin to believe that we are different from everybody else. The illusion of individuality. If you transcend that illusion of individuality, and it's an illusion. If you transcend that, you're going back to Godhood. But when you have this point of Maya, the illusion of individuality, then now we have the Kanchukas, or the limitations. So because you think you are an individual, limited to nearity, place, limited to time, age, limited to attachment, what you need, what you feel you need, limited to knowledge, specialty, specialization, limited to creativity. These Kanchukas come about only because of the illusion of individuality. And then you come down from after that, what you have? Purush Prakriti, Manas, Buddhi, Ahankar, the 5 Karam Indriyas, 5 Gyan Indriyas, the 5 Tanmatras, Panch Mahabhut. This is how we are all made up. Now this is not easy to understand, but this is what it is. And that I said, if you could understand what this is all about, the journey is, you know what? Going backwards, or I should say upwards, I put it like that. Because you know what? That Param Shiva contracted and become each one of us with limitations. So every one of us is Shiva or Purush, whichever term we want to use, but with limitations. We believe that we are individuals separate from everything else, not realizing that I am everything. I'm everything. Now, just try to think about it for what it's worth, my devotees, and it's just to let you know the depth of Hinduism. And once you can understand this, the journey is we have to expand back into Godhood, whereas that divinity contracted into human, into individuals. So here, a contraction and expansion. This is why I keep saying, all of us, like peeling off the outer layer of the onion, expanding your consciousness, because all of us think we are this, when we are not this. Not this. So we limit ourselves. Maya, illusion of individuality. And as long as you are there, you're going to have the world of duality affecting us. So devotees, little thoughts, reflect upon, but that one little idea, Sadashiv, think of what it means. I am this. In other words, whole creation, not the world, the whole creation Right now, science is discovering many, many universes, many different Milky Ways. Where does it end? Where does it begin? Hinduism says that Adi nahi, Ant nahi, Madhya nahi. No middle, no end, no beginning. That is infinite. We call Param Shiva or Paramatma, Mahashakti, Mahaganapati, whatever name you want to call it by. That infinite. Infinite. Infinite means infinite. There is no beginning, no middle, no end. Nobody knows where it begins. But Hinduism has stated this since the dawn of creation. But all of us devotees, think about how vast and expansive we all are. But no, we limit ourselves like the bird in the cage, trapped in the human body, not realizing the infinite powers we all possess. Now, I'm saying this, but don't go and start to play God now. Because many people here to say, I am God. Go play God. One good bullet and God gone through. Go play God. You have to identify and discover, unfold, expand into Godhood. Not only puck talking only. You see, we have to be careful about it because many people who mentally deranged, you see, I am God, boy, I am God. And they start to play God. Yet you don't know even what God is. So devotees, it is a journey. It is a journey. And this is why you'll find some people at a higher level. They have tapped into certain powers within themselves. As you continue to expand, consciousness-wise, you find that different powers begin to develop. And then many of us who are not understanding that, we claim these people are God. Yeah, we are also God. But the evolution as such, spiritual evolution. Now, importantly, understand where you are at. This is why I keep saying the journey is a one-man journey. You're not alone. Don't allow fantasy to take you to a next level and play stupid. Oh, well, you know, I say play stupid, but you're playing smart. I am so. No devotees, be down to it. Understand where you're at. If you haven't gotten off the ground yet, don't play you reach the party ladder. Because you'll be fooling yourself only. Gradual, simiti, step by step. Alright? So devotees, Sadashiva. We sing it all the time, Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Sadashiva. We focus on Shivaji, but just what I'll mention briefly what Sadashiva is. Sadashiva is a reflection of every one of us, but at a higher level of consciousness. I am this. Whole universe, all the universes put together. I am that and more. Chidananda Rupaha, Shivoham. Okay? So, for the young ones in particular, you hear these things from all now, this my song, you know, it mightn't be attractive to you. Pay attention to it, understand it. And if you can start at the early ages, I keep saying, to understand these things, imagine what you could unfold into. Think about your journey. Or if you do understand it, you don't pay attention to it, this is who you are and what you are, how could you find yourselves? So devotees, you're on your own. Sadashiv. Okay? Alright, so I want you to concentrate on Bhagavan Krishna for a few moments. And there is one line which, well, is half a line, which I want you to recite. Namami Radhikadhipam. Namami Radhikadhipam. Let me hear it. Namami Radhikadhipam. Right, so it's one with Radhikadhipam. Radhikadhipam. Namami, I bow, Radhikadhipam. Let me hear it. Om Chaturmukhadi Sangsutam. Samassa Satvatanutam. Halayudhadi Sangyutam. Namami Radhikadhipam. Namami Bakadi Daicha Kalakam. Sagopa Gopi Palakam. Manuharasitalakam. Surendra Garva Ganjanam. Viranchi Muha Bhanjanam. Vrajangana Ranjanam. Mayura Picha Mandanam. Gajendra Danta Khandanam. Nishanka Kansha Dandanam. Prasanna Vipradarakam. Sudama Dhama Karakam. Suradruma Paharakam. Dhananjaya Jayavaham. Mahachamukshayavaham. पितामहाव्यथापहम मुनिंद्र शाप कारणम यजुप्रदापहारणम धराभरावतारणम सुवृक्षमूलशायिनम मृगारिमोक्षदायिनम स्वकीयधाममायिनम नमामि राधिकाधिपम नमामि इदम समाहितो हितम वराष्टकम सदा मुदा जपन जनुर्जरा ऋतुदुतम परमश्रुति ओम इति श्री परमहंस ब्रह्मानंद विरचितम कृष्ण अष्टकम संपूर्णम ओम अत्कृष्ण द्वादश नाम स्तोत्रम श्री कृष्णुवाच किं ते नाम सहस्रेण विज्ञातेन तवार्जुन तानि नामानि विज्ञाय नरः पापः प्रमुच्यते प्रथमं तु हरिं विन्द्यात् द्वितीयं केशवं तथा तृतीयं पद्मनाभं च चतुर्थं वामनं स्मरेत् पंचमं वेदगर्भं तु षष्ठं च मधुसूदन सप्तम वासुदेवं च वराहं चाष्टमं तथा नवमं पुंडरीकाक्षं दशमं तु जनार्दनं कृष्णमेकादशं विन्द्यात् द्वादशं श्रीधरं तथा एतानि द्वादश नामानि विष्णुप्रोक्ते विधीयते सायं प्रातः पठे नित्यं तस्य पुण्यफलं शृणु चान्द्रायण सहस्राणि कन्यादानशतानि च अश्वमेध सहस्राणि फलं प्राप्नोत्य संशयः अमायां पौर्णमास्यां च द्वादश्यां तु विशेषतः प्रातः काले पठे नित्यं सर्वपापः प्रमुच्यते इति श्रीमन्महाभारते अरण्ये पर्वणि कृष्ण द्वादश नाम स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम ओम वसुदेवम सुतम देवम कंसचाणूरमर्दनम देवकी परमानंदम कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुम ओम तत्सत गोविंदाय नमो नमः। श्री राधे गोविंद गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे प्यारा नाम है तेरा प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे गोविंद गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है। कहे वसुदेव की नंदन कोई कहे नंदलाला कोई कहे नंदलाला कोई कहे वसुदेव की नंदन श्री राधे गोविंद प्यारा नाम है तेरा प्यारा नाम है। जमुना तट पर नंद कल्हाड़ा जब जब रस रचाया रे जब जब रस रचाया रे। तेरी मैं तो हुई दीवानी मनमोहन मन भावन की मनमोहन मन भावन की। श्री राधे यमुना तट पर नंद कल्हाड़ा जब जब रस रचाया रे जब जब रस रचाया रे। तन मन डोले कान्हा ऐसी बंसी मधुर बजाया रे बंसी मधुर बजाया रे। श्री राधे गोविंद रंग सलोना ऐसा जैसी छाई हो घट सावन की, छाई हो घट सावन की। तेरी मैं तो हुई दीवानी, मनमोहन मन भावन की, मनमोहन मन भावन की। श्री राधे गोविंद। हे प्यारा नाम है तेरा, प्यारा नाम है। द्रौपदी ने जब तुम्हें पुकारा, सारी आन बढ़ाया रे, सारी आन बढ़ाया रे। नाम तेरे फिर बिखरे से कर, देखो मीरा बाई रे, देखो मीरा बाई रे। श्री राधे गोविंद। हे प्यारा नाम है तेरा, प्यारा नाम है, प्यारा नाम है तेरा, प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे गोविंद। गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है, गोपाल तेरा, गोपाल तेरा। For a few moments, devotees, visualize Kanhaiya to keep the journey going. He Nanda Nanda Gopala, Ananda Nanda Gopala. 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 He Nanda Nanda Ananda Nanda Yadu Nanda Nanda Gopala. He Nanda Nanda Ananda Nanda Yadu Nanda Nanda Gopala. He Nanda Nanda Gopala, Ananda Nanda Gopala. Oh Jai Nanda Lala, Jai Gopala, Jai Nanda Lala, Jai Gopala. Hey Jai Nanda Lala, Jai Gopala, Jai Nanda Lala, Jai Gopala. Jai Nanda Lala, Jai Gopala, Jai Nanda Lala, Jai Gopala. Govinda Gopala, Govinda Gopala. Nanda Lala, Nanda Lala. Brijabala, Brijabala. Matwala, Matwala. Krishna Chandra ki jai. So devotees, I have put something to you to help you to realize as you go through life who you are and what you are. But in this journey as you go through life, many situations arise and many life experiences are shown to us. And we have to know how to handle them. We go through the world, the forest of the world process, as we say, the world of duality. You can't reach to the point I've mentioned earlier on without going through this process. And as you go through this process, on a daily basis, different challenges arise. And we have to learn to handle some of these challenges, not all. So just a few words. Last week I mentioned to you about relationships. Satyam mata pita jnanam dharmo bhrata daya sakha shanti patni chama putru khaditi mam bandhava. The 6 relations. Krodho vai vasvato raja trishna vai tarni nadi vidya kama dhugadhenu santosho nandanambanam. Simply put, anga is death, lust is river Vaitarni, the river in hell. Vidya, knowledge, learning is a cover plenty, and contentment is Nandanban. Now those things are not given to us just to talk and make it sound very, very intellectual. It's given to us to live. So you have to first retain it, you have to analyze it, and you have to live it. When you live these principles, then life becomes different. So devotees, a few sayings from Chanakya again I'm going to present to you this morning. No elaboration. I would like to believe that you will all be able to assimilate, put into practice. Jala bindu nipatena kramashah puryate ghataha sahetu sarva vidyanang dharmasya cha dhanasya cha. A mere trickle of the tiny drops of water can fill a pitcher. One drop, the pitcher will be filled. The same way Chanakya is putting to us, we must keep on collecting knowledge, dharma, and most people don't need this other advice here, money. Everybody know that, right? So we must keep, Chanakya is saying, collecting knowledge, dharma, and money. Now, not we say kauri karke jo ne bara khazana hai. We explain all that, no? Drip by drip you collect, bara khazana hai. You have to leave all and go. We know that, but nobody says don't do it, because you need to fulfill the hierarchy of needs. You don't have money, you can't pay your bills, whatever. But the thing is that don't let these things control you. You have said that over and over again. That must be the focus. That, money is at the expense of anything and everything otherwise. No, we ain't saying that. That must never be. But not that money isn't important. You can't survive in the society in which we live unless you have. But then how do you save? I mean, how do you get money? You have to save, no? Accumulate. There are many people who perform, they do their own business and so on. And you ask them, well, sometimes they come by me, Baba, I think bad. I can't save money. If you can't save money, you want me to save it for you? You have to find a way to save money. But most people think, you know what? Somebody doing them something by. But I agree, but it's yourself. You're not saving. You want to live the same kind of way, do the same kind of thing. I don't want to make it too political, but devotees, time and again, here people, when things get bad, you start to beg. When things good, do you save? Scripture says save for a rainy day. So I've asked many of them who do in their own business, do you pay yourself? Do you pay yourself? None? You're still working. Right? You have your own business. Whatever you do, you collect that and put it in one account. That's yours. That is not yours. You have to pay yourself. Put some for the business. I'm not a businessman, Permanent. I'm not a businessman. But I'll make a terrible one, Yeah. You have to put a different account. What is yours, personal money, don't touch that now. And if it's $1 self, drop by drop, save. Business account, use it for the business. And if things bad, cut and fit to suit. Like common sense, man. Business so common. And everybody goes through these things. Now, but we expect everything all the time to flow. Even the pipe water don't flows all the time, devotees. Was restrict us. Yeah. So you have to understand, but you have to make that effort and job by job. Simiti jal barahita lava. You save little bit at a time, devotees. You might not have too much today, but in one day to come, you'll be the pitcher will full. Pitcher will full. Now, not only money, knowledge. You see what I'm putting to you all? If you don't learn, assimilate all these things, where are you going? Dharma, righteousness, dutifulness. Keep on doing. Keep on doing. This is like job by job. You're filling the picture. And if you're lazy and don't do anything, you remain a pauper. You lose out. So devotees, these little trickles that would flow eventually becomes a reservoir of water. Knowledge. You think all the time saying, you think I'm born with all this? I'm not sure. But you continue, you study, you get experience, begin job by job. Simiti jal bharita lava. Job by job, imperceptibly that lake is filled. Job by job. Okay? So devotees, every little bit counts. Exercise, every little bit counts. Food, little bit only counts. Don't eat too much. Life is like that. You know, life. So this is for the benefit of the young ones too. Yeah? If you go to school and they give you the syllabus, and you need to study the syllabus to pass your exam, you remain a dunce boy. You might pass your exam, get certification, you walk about like a certificated idiot. We have plenty of that walking around right now. Certificated idiots. Our parents had no certificates, but they were educated. They learned these lessons. Step by step, job by job, they accumulate. So, you know, if you read something, it's not in the syllabus. But who says that whatever is here is not applicable to you? It could be for later on. Many things we are telling you here right now might not be applicable. Later on it might be. Assimilate it. Nothing is wasted. Every opportunity we get. And some of us may think, if I learn so much, I can bust my brain. I wonder what kind of brain you have, you can bust your brain? Huh? You know the kind of power we have inside of us, devotees? Yeah? So what we are saying, everybody, make every effort possible. Right? When dharma is concerned, spiritual wealth. When knowledge is concerned, knowledge is power. And financial, we need to save. And this goes to the young ones also. I have to talk to them, you know. All spending mama and papa money right now. And all saving from what all they're getting. Any level of life you at, you get an allowance, why not save from that? Spend some, save from that. Right? Someday, some point in time, come well, mama and papa, you won't depend upon them and put that pressure on them. And if mama and papa playing bad later on, I have my own money. Me have to take you on. Understand? Our independence. Save. Save. Knowledge, right? Finance, and dutifulness, praying. Every little bit counts. Okay? Every little bit counts. You may feel it's inconsequential. No, not all. Every little bit counts. Okay, devotees? Chanak. Great blessings for all of us. All right. Now he's saying, Datritvam priyavaktritvam dhiratvam uchittagyata abhyasena cha labhyanti chatvarasya jagunaha. Charitable disposition. People who are charitable. Sweet tongue. They talk nice like sugar. Honey flowing from your tongue. That is unlike me. Patience and proper wisdom according to the demands of the occasion. If they said these are inborn properties of which a person cannot cultivate through practice. No. We are born with that. You can try how much you want to talk nice, nature will pause you, you know. You're going back. Yeah, devotees. Charitable disposition. Some people are born with these qualities. Chanak Maharaj is saying. So charity, patience, world wiseness, these are natural qualities. They can't be inculcated by any amount of practice. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to be charitable and speak nicely and so on and so forth. But when you see people in this kind of way, they have been born with that. And that has come from last life, karmas. Now, we come to one or two important points here again, devotees. Follow closely. Dhanikah Srotriyo Raja Nari Vaidyastu Panchamaha Pancha Yatra Na Vidyanti Na Tatra Devasesh Vaset. One should not stay at a place where there is no one in a position, a safe, a charitable man, a well-off person, that he can, in times of challenges, difficulties, he can give his charity and help out. One should not stay at a place where there is no scholar well versed in the Vedas, in scriptures. And why? Because when confusion arises, who help us? It is the scholar, not the idiot. So should not stay in a place where there is no wise man. One should not stay in a place where there is a king. Now when we say king, what we mean? Somebody in authority, right, who can enforce the law and order. Otherwise everything goes bad. One should not stay in a place where there is no Vaidya, a physician, in case of any ailment, any sickness. And I'm talking about quacks, qualified people. Right, Sarojini? Yeah. And a river. Now in India, river courses and so on. In other words, what they're saying of water, an essential ingredient for life. So if you're in a place where there is no water, now we don't have much rivers and so on, but we're supposed to have water in the pipe, right? So like in the past, you live in an area and 1 month past, no water. We should live there. But the question is, where are you going to go? Now water is an important, a life-saving ingredient. We need it. So Chanakya is saying, you should not stay in a place where these are absent. Now, I don't want people to decide to migrate wholesale now. Look at it and see. But, these are practical points that help us. And, if we have in any country the leadership, recognizing that these are basic amenities, basic, needs of people, you have to make every effort to provide it. Otherwise, if the people leave and go, and there's a brain drain, who you go blame? The drain? You have to blame the leader. Right? But that's not all. Loka yatra bhayang lajja, dakshinyang tyagashilata, pancha yatra cha navidyanti, nakurya tatta sangatim. Where there be no possibility of earning one's livelihood. Because remember, we say you have to save. If there is no possibility of earning one's livelihood, where people are devoid of fear, shame, charity, and magnanimity, one should not have any attachment for such 5 places. No attachment to such 5 places. So here Chanakya is telling us, if these conditions really don't exist, what you living there for, why? So if there is no way you can earn your living, right, and the people, they have no fear of what is right, what is proper, they have no shame, there is no charity, no, big-mindedness, as we say, then to live in such a place is a problem. To live in such place is trouble. So when we say the fear here also, that people have no respect for the law. Now when I say in these things, we have to ask, are we living in such an environment? People no fear for the law because the law wouldn't do them anything. They break all the laws. They do anything. So anarchy will develop in such places. Delinquents will develop in such places. You're in problem. You're in problem. So devotees, one needs to analyze. Why sometimes, when you analyze some of our young ones, when they decide to leave here and go, there could be solid reasons why. But if you're here and you have the opportunities, of course you try to live the life. Yeah. Again, Chanakya is saying, Yasmin deshe na sammano, na vrittirna cha bandhavaha, na cha vidyagamuh yasti, vasa tatra na karayet. One shouldn't stay at a place where one may not receive any respect of the people. If you live in a place and people disrespect you, what are you doing there? But if you do things to gain disrespect, that's your problem. Don't blame the people. But you're living the right life, you're maintaining your principles, and in that environment, whether it's in the temple, whether it's society outside, wherever it may be, wherever, if you do not get the respect, what you're doing there? Now many people tolerate the disrespect once you're getting money. Your choice. Here, Chanakya again is saying, where there may not be any possibility of earning one's livelihood, where one may not have any close relation living already, and where there may not be any chance of enhancing one's knowledge, of getting education. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? Now, on the other hand, if you're in a place and, at least you're benefiting from all these, you're developing, then there's no need to live and run. Because I always say, you know what you have, you don't know what you're going to get. Yeah? Devotees, again, pay attention. Yo dhruvani parityajya hyad dhruvam parisevati dhruvani tasya nashyanti chadhruvam nashtamevahi. He who forgoes the certain for the uncertain will have his certain also destroyed. The uncertain, even otherwise, will be destroyed on its own. You have heard the statement, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. So many times, some of the devotees come, Guruji, I get in a job there. But you're in a job already, I get in a job there. But many times you don't know what there is. It's unknown. This is the known, that is the unknown. If you forego the known for the unknown, you could very well lose both. Certain lessons should guide us in life. And if there is the so-called unknown, but you know there are known factors that you can manage, you can survive with, no problem. But to rush blindly into the unknown, discarding the known, is stupidity. Stupidity. And devotees, many of us don't know what the future holds. So this is one way of simply put it, I know what I have, I don't know what I'm going to get. And this also applies to relationships now. Yeah? My wife saw my husband, so my wife saw my husband, so go look for the next one. No? I keep saying, you know what you have, boy. You know what you're going to get. You better stick to what you have. Because you can manage that, you know how to manage. So not only jobs, but relationships too. Now these lessons not easy to swallow, because when people get carried away, they do anything. But here, devotees, remember this, right? A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. You forego the certain for the uncertain, you could very well lose both. Be careful. And finally, devotees, parokshe karyahantarang pratyakshe priyavadinam varjayeta drishang mitram vishakumbham payumukham. Shun, give up a friend speaking fair to your face, but acting foul in your absence. Now that's common, We have friends, front of face, honey flowing from their mouth, and behind your back, you get every criticism in the book. Bhagavan says, Chanakya Maharaj says, shun such a person. For it is like, as he put it, you have a pitcher filled with poison, but on top you see milk. You're mistaking milk. You're mistaken poison for milk. You see the milk only on top, but the poison underneath. Would you keep such a pitcher with you? A container? You have to give up contact with such people. You're not dying to be anybody's friend, or dying to have anybody being your friend, if this is the attitude. And devotees, This has happened many, many times in life. There are many people who say they have friends. 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 So I will end with this, but just one little thing. For the young ones in particular, endless friends why. So there was a fella, and I like to call him Gopal, no? I just use arbitrary name. One son for his father. And he would boast, the father was very well off, upper class, not middle class. He felt have his own car and thing. These things happen, right? Yeah. You have your own money to spend and thing. He's about 19 years of age. So he'd boast to his father every day, Father, I'm a well popular person. I have endless friends. Endless friends. You're only 19 years, huh? You have endless friends. So the father kept telling him, Dhiraj dharma mitra arunari. I won't translate the whole thing, but they say Dhiraj dharma mitra arunari. Yeah, your courage, Dhiraj, dharma, your virtues, mitra, friend, and consort. Don't put your head on the block for them, just not test them first. And even after you test them, careful how you put your head on the block, because you could lose your head. Hairy friend. So the father said, you must test your friends. He said, no, Dad, I know. I know my friends. And parents know how children talk, right? Yeah, you don't know my friends. Yeah. You have all kind of friends. When you tell them, what kind of friend? Them is people too. Them is people too. And behind that, I can't be more specific. So devotees, friendship. The father said, no, my son Gopal, you lucky. Endless friends. I have almost 50 years. I have 1.5 friend. Gopal started to laugh. A half friend? What the half is? Which half you have? The top half or below half? Making joke, no? The father said, no, Gopal. The only way you could know your true friend by testing them. How to test? Then father said, Gopal, let me tell you what to do. So they hatched a plan. Right? They got up an old bag and put some garbage, rubbish inside it, cover it up. A lot of red paint, make it look like blood. Gopal splattered some on the same. And then he said, look, go and meet your friends and tell them, by mistake, you just passed out somebody. In the bag here, help me to dispose of them now. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. So devotees, it might sound cruel, but this is what he did. The father said, go and ask all your friends. See what is the response. And devotees, simply put, every friend he went to, the best friend said, boy, I could do anything, but I can't do that. And the other say, I don't know you. You my friend? You understand? When you're in trouble, this is the point we put in here. Where are your friends? Saathi tere chal gaye re, koi na aaya kaam. All your friends gone when you're in trouble. Nobody come again to meet you, to stand by your side. You see, driving the car, having the father, what do you call it, credit card, whatever, spending money while, an endless partner. Eat him out, drink him out. And they didn't even stop to investigate. Only hear this and every man disappear. Gopal was very crestfallen, depressed. Went to his father and said, Dad, father said, let me ask you, and all them gone? All them gone. Where are your friends? Where are your friends? A friend in need is a friend indeed. Action. Now we talk. Then the father said, all right, Gopal, I want you to go to so-and-so address. Directed him. And repeat the same thing. But tell him, you are my son. See what is going to happen. Gopal did as he was told, went to this address. Now, like a hammer hit him on the head, man. He lost. My friends deceived me so. When he went devotees, introduced himself, when ringing the doorbell, whatever. When the friend come out and we heard that this is Gopal, who's Gopal's father? This was his son. The fellow quickly brought him inside, took the bag, made him change his clothes and so on, and said, go ahead. You're okay. Nothing will happen. I'll cover for you. But of course, Gopal's father called his friend and said, afterwards, don't worry, there's nothing in that bag except garbage. But I want to teach my son a lesson. When Gopal saw that, he went back to his father and said, Father, this was what happened. Then the father said, Gopal, that is my half of a friend. That is half a talking about. All right? He only heard that you are my son. He's willing to do certain things for you. Now I want you to go to another address and let us repeat the whole situation, which was done. And when Gopal, when their devotees introduced himself, I am so-and-so son, same time police reached. Police reached, like looking for him. When this friend, so to speak, when he saw Gopal, saw the police, he pulled him inside. He had one son about the same age. And he brought out that son and said, "Oh, officers, this is the boy you're looking for, take him. Take him." Gopal's father appeared right there. And then, he said, "Oh, officers, I call you all. I want to teach my son a lesson." Right? He's inside, bring him out. And the friend now understanding what was happening. The friend didn't know all this. When the Gopal was brought outside, in front of the officers and so on, then Gopal's father said, "Gopal, this is my friend. He is willing to give up his own son for my son." That is a true friend. And he explained to the officers and so on, and to his friend, "I want to teach my son a lesson because friend all side. Liming partner, drinking partner, gambling, etc. Friend only. And when trouble take you, where is your friend? Where are your friends?" Gopal understood. And devotees, having said that, I want you to ask yourselves if you have any friends. Anybody will do that for you? This true friendship, like Sri Ram. He forgot his own trouble when he met Sugriv. He championed Sugriv's cause first. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So you see, human society, only pak, I like to say that word, I find that song nice. If it doesn't sound nice, better yet. Friend. Right? And then at the end of it all, deceit. Right? Everything fall apart. Now, I keep saying you have acquaintances. You have acquaintances. And devotees, your closest friend could be your parents. Your closest friend could be your God. No, but we go to people who otherwise. And this is why all the sages have been telling us, be careful about this. Because this so-called friendship, and you know what they say? Careful what you tell in your friend. Careful what you tell in your friend. Don't tell them about your secrets. I could go on to all that. But secrets about your financial situation, other situation. And plenty of them got to go. Why my wife so? Why my wife so? Or my husband so? Why my husband so? You know what you're doing? The day that person get vexed, all your secrets out in the world. Go pak more. People don't understand these things. But now, not only people, right? What is the best friend most people have right now? Social media. You put your whole business on social media. Everything about you. Like you're lacking something in life. Man, some people belch hard, they put it on social media. Look, I belch so loud, so much they see else. You really lacking something, boy? And I ask people, when you see you build a nice house, even Gandhipak here, right? What you do? You put up drapes. Not only to beautify the house, why you put up drapes? You don't open all your window, you're closing the drape, you don't want anybody to peep inside your house. What the eyes don't see cannot attract the heart. So in other words, in your home, your secrecy is important. But this first home, expose everything. Expose everything. And you become a victim. Social media may have its good uses, but not this kind of thing, man. Devotees, not this kind of thing. People lacking something, I'm telling you that. You're lacking recognition. You feel, I get in name, I get in fame. Anybody care about if you are this, if you are that? Anybody care? Me a care boy. Me a care. Right? One of the reasons why we are streaming is because people benefit from it. Because whatever we are doing, they benefit from it. But they say, like for myself, you think I want you to know I am this and I am that, I am the next? If you know that, what does it do to me? That builds me ego and self-destruct. And the same so-called social media, people malign you. They destroy you through the very same thing. We don't know how to keep the mouth shut. We know how to keep the fingers controlled. What else used for the social media? And type in, type in, type in. Allah, go ahead. Go ahead. Right? Man lifts himself by himself. Man sings himself by himself. Simple. There's nobody else, no? And in today's world, anything go wrong with somebody, somebody do them over. It's this and that. You never realize it's your own stupidity causing it. Your own karma is causing it. Always somebody else to blame. And Bhagwan in scriptures, Ramayana, Gita, everything tells us, man lifts himself by himself, man sings himself by himself. So when you are talking about friends and so on, there are different age and different time, the age of technology. It's not only physical friends. But they also, remember on social media, they also posting up things. Yeah? So they are talking, but they're posting up things about you. And sometimes anonymously, they're attacking you. And you wonder, who attacking me? Why? What? If your business is not in the street, anybody could attack you? Huh? So devotees, I honestly feel that many people lacking something, something in them. I can remember in India once I went, and I told you, and there was a whole family, about 6 people, including babysitting one side here. Mother, father, children, and everybody right in the lobby, all them on their phone, digging. They know how to talk to each other. Perhaps they must be emailing each other, I don't know. Or posting up messages for each other on social media. It's a disease. A disease. Now, I don't know how to cure that. I don't know how to cure that. And you realize many times in recent days, many people getting killed because of the same social media. There's a marketplace on social media, whatever, Facebook. Yeah, look, all them know. All them know. All the head shaking. I ask him, I don't know, because I read in this. On social media, marketplace, go to sell a car, do this, all them getting hold up, some getting killed. All it picks up. Picks up. Yeah. So you see this thing about friends, all watch it. And who's it? What about others who are not friends? If your friend could do you that, imagine for somebody otherwise. Devotees, these lessons are for every day and for everybody. They hold good for all times. For all times. And this is one of the ways, one of the things I mean by when I say, I have insulated myself, though I don't alienate myself. I've insulated myself. I mean, I got a Facebook page, you know. Yeah? Once I had WhatsApp, they call it. I only hear these things, man. And by next morning, they kind of stupidness I try to get. Well, not me, godmother, cancel it. Yeah. I know them, WhatsApp. WhatsApp, that's your problem. Right? If you have to find me, you find me. I don't want to find you. Yeah. You see? These things, maybe I have reached to the point where there are a sort of what they call self-actualization. I don't need this, thing from outside people to make me feel I'm anybody. If you're lacking it, you're suffering, boy. And all these things are temporary. So I'm not saying don't use it. Use it wisely. Wisely. Everything in this world has 2 uses. Coke, for instance, long ago I used to tell them, they use coke to deaden gum to extract bad teeth. But coke in abuse, you destroy yourself. Everything has a positive and a negative use. But is it control? So now this comes to the parents now. You have to have that control over the children. I know it's hard to control them, but if you can't control them, whose fault is it? The children's fault? Your fault. Because from early, they'll let them do anything they feel to do. Now, controlling them, I mean taking away the devices, reasoning with them. It's a different approach you have to have. But you can be a friend in this context to guide them along, not make them make fools of themselves. And devotees, this thing is prevalent, I'm telling you. Prevalent. I mentioned to you one time a girl got married. And when she got married, before she was married, with the amount of text she sent to her next fella somewhere. These things happen, Trinidad, And when you see the fella, she got married to somebody else, the fella sent all the text to the girl husband. Marriage finished. Yeah? Documented now. All it picks up. Well, it wasn't so hard for. This shoulder motion will be well hard boy. He's an old man, old man talking here, what you go say. Yeah. But I have the interest at heart. We don't want you to do things that will be done negatively on your lives. Will have repercussion later on. Be careful. Okay? So devotees, all this I want you to bear in mind. Alright? So for this morning, let me conclude here. And everybody understand this is the point I'm making. Analyze where you are, do what you have to do. And the last point in particular, I want the young ones pay attention to that. Pay great attention to it. I wouldn't want you to be disappointed in friendship. Alright? Because very few people get your friend like Sri Ram. Yeah? So stick to what you know. Bole Vrindavan Sri Krishna Chandra ki. We'll make preparation for the final Havan devotees. And while this being done, let's glorify Sri Ram as we proceed to conclude. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Pachit Pavana Sitaram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Pachit Pavana Sitaram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavana Sitaram Patit Pavana Sitaram Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram 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 Jai Raja Ram 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 Jai Sitaram Ram Ram Jai Sitaram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Pachit Pavana Sitaram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Pachit Pavana Sitaram Pachit Pavana Sitaram Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram 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 Jai Raja Ram 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 Jai Sitaram Ram Ram Jai Sitaram हे राम राम जय राजा राम, हे राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, हे राम राम जय सीता राम, हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम, हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम, हे राम राम जय राजा राम, जय जय राजा राम, जय सीता राम, हे राम राम जय राजा राम, हे राम राम जय सीता राम, हे राम राम जय सीता राम, हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम, हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम, राम राम जय जय श्री राम, हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम, राम राम जय। रघुपति राघव राजा रचित पावन सीताराम, रघुपति श्री राजा रामचंद्र की। गंगनपतये नमः स्वाहा, गौरी माता स्वाहा, पृथ्वी माता स्वाहा, पंचलोकपाल देवाय स्वाहा, ओम नमो नारायणाय स्वाहा, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा, सूर्यादि नवग्रह देवाय स्वाहा, ब्रह्मग्नये नमः स्वाहा, ओम ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः स्वाहा, ओम क्रीं कालियै नमः स्वाहा, महालक्ष्मी माताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, श्रीं ह्रीं सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा, ईश्वरी देवी स्वाहा, परमेश्वरी देवी स्वाहा, शीतला देवी स्वाहा, महाअन्नपूर्णा देवी स्वाहा, मंगला देवी स्वाहा, चंदी देवी स्वाहा, मनसा देवी स्वाहा, ओम ह्रीं षष्ठी देव्यै स्वाहा, तारा देवी स्वाहा, षोडशी देवी स्वाहा, भुवनेश्वरी देवी स्वाहा, छिन्नमस्ता देवी स्वाहा, भैरवी देवी स्वाहा, धूमावती देवी स्वाहा, बगलामुखी देवी स्वाहा, मातंगी देवी स्वाहा, श्री कमला देवी स्वाहा, हेमावती देवी स्वाहा, सिद्धेश्वरी देवी स्वाहा, कल्याणी देव्यै स्वाहा, कात्यायनी देव्यै स्वाहा, कौमारी देव्यै स्वाहा, श्री तुलसी देव्यै स्वाहा, गायत्री देव्यै स्वाहा, सावित्री देव्यै स्वाहा, श्री वैष्णवी देव्यै स्वाहा, सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, ओम श्री हनुमते नमः स्वाहा, सीतारामचंद्राभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, राधा कृष्णाय नमः स्वाहा, इष्टदेवाय स्वाहा, कुलदेवाय स्वाहा, अष्टान देवाय स्वाहा, ग्राम देवाय स्वाहा, इतर कर्म प्रधान देवाय स्वाहा, 5 times again, वास्तु देवाय स्वाहा, 33 करोड़ देवताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, अनंत स्वरूपाय ब्रह्मणे नमः स्वाहा, ओम श्री गुरुवे नमः स्वाहा। Wash your hands in Italy. Please all stand, devotees. We concentrate on Bhagavan Shankar. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shambhavaya cha Mayubhavaya cha नमः शंकराय च मयस्कराय च शिवाय च शिवतराय च ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम पूर्णमिदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णाग्वं स्वाहा। आचमन 3 times। सर्व पापहरं दिव्यं गांगेयं निर्मलं जलम आचमनं च मया दत्तं गृहीतं पुरुषोत्तमः ब्रह्मज्ञये नमः। आचमनं समर्पयामि। Bow to the flame। बोले श्री उमापति महादेव की जय। आरती। रखे प्रभु, त्रिविध ताप निवारण हे विभु। अज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां, शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं, शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं। प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं, प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलम्। मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनुहरि। ओम आवाहनम न जानामि विसर्जनम पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वर। ओम गच्छ गच्छुरश्रेष्ठ स्वस्थानि परमेश्वर, यत ब्रह्मादयो देवास्तत्र गच्छुतासनम्। ओम लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराजया, येषाम् इन्दिवर्षामो हृदयस्थो जनार्दन। ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं, यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे। ओम गच्छत्वं भगवन् अग्निस्वस्थाने कुन्दमध्यतः, हुतं आदाय देवेभ्यः शीघ्र देहि प्रसीद मे। ओम असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ओम त्वमेव माता च पितः त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। गर्व से कहो, गर्व से कहो, गर्व से कहो, बोले श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की, बोले श्री स्वाहा माता की शुभमस्तु। Blessings to all. Kindly be seated, devotees.
Sitaram. SWAHA Social Services will be having a sale after service. All proceeds go towards assisting the Vishok Bhavan SWAHA's Children's Home. Everyone is asked to patronize with them. They will also be having a flea market in aid of the SWAHA's Children's Home on this Saturday, 8th November at GDKM Car Park. It begins at 10 a.m. and finishes at 4 p.m. Clothes, household items, grocery items, plants, food, and non-alcoholic drinks will be on sale. There will be lots of fun activities also for the young ones: brand tub, punch board, apple dip, and lots more. Donations of non-perishable items, new clothing, or items for other stalls can be dropped off at the office. Persons who took raffle sheets are reminded to return them to one of the committee members. There will also be no service this Sunday, 9th of November. However, services resume as usual on Sunday, 16th. GDKM will be having their Christmas dinner with an evening with fun-filled events for the family on December 14th. We will provide further details later this month. SWAHA Kartik Nahan celebrations will be taking place this Wednesday, November 5th at Titco Resort, Manzanilla. All devotees are warmly invited to participate in this event. I have a few invitations for prayers and yagyas that Guruji will be officiating. Firstly, Mr. and Mrs. Sunil Anita Naipol of 45 San Francisco Land Settlement, Coover Road, Presal, cordially invites you and your family to an evening of devotion. This will be held at their residence on Friday, November 21st from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Also, Mr. and Mrs. Ramesh Rambisoon, cordially invites you and your family to attend a 4-night Ramayana Yagya from Sunday 9th November to Wednesday 12th November. This will be held at their residence, number 19 Rudal Park, Balmain. Devotional hours are from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Lastly, the Bolansing family humbly requests your prayers and loving presence at two sacred observances in memory of their late dad, Mr. Pradeep Dandy Singh. You are warmly invited to their residence for an evening of spiritual devotion on Saturday, 22nd November from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Also, they will be having their first year Shraddh on Sunday, 23rd November from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Both the gatherings are held at their residence, number 68, 6th Avenue, Barataria. Prasad can be collected as you exit the temple. We hope to see you on Saturday for the flea market sale. Wishing you a safe journey back home. Sitaram.
Right, thank you, Praveen. And if you listen to the invitations, there's just one more service for this month. That'll be the following Sunday, the 16th. The 23rd will be Shraddh. The 30th, there's another satsang. You'll hear more about that in due course, hopefully. And then we're into December. So I just want to inform that Gita Jayanti is on the 1st of December. It's a Monday, and we have decided that we will celebrate Gita Jayanti at the Gandhi Park. So it's very possible that on the 1st could be the last service for the year, or perhaps maybe the Sunday the 7th afterwards. We'll see. But for sure, Gita Jayanti on Monday the 1st of December. So we have service on the 16th, and then on the 1st of December at Gandhi Park. Okay, the other invitations, bear them in mind. Next week, Sunday, the Ramayana Yag starts. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Feel free to join us. And the vote is Kartik Nahan is a special occasion. So we expect everybody, as much of you as possible, to try to be there to take a wonderful duck. Do carry a duck, eh? All right, come and take a duck, auspicious day. Kartik Nahan. We are going to, Wednesday is the culmination of the month of Kartik, where you are special puja and so on and so forth. We have been saying this up front, so those of you, who have your days to take would have saved the day for Wednesday, I hope. But many are called, few are chosen. We look forward to seeing you. If your children have to go to school, you have a choice. I want to see what choice you're going to make. You're going to go to school, or you're going to come Kartik to Lime? Or you're going to go to school and Lime, or come Kartik and Poi? I don't know. We'll see. So, don't watch me so hard. All right? Okay, so this morning, let me say, by the way, let me remind you, you heard, next week, that sale is important, not the devotees. All right? The flea market. We want to invite everybody to come out and, patronize the entire thing. It's for the children's home. We need the help. As one old-time businessman say, we need the money. We need the money. Evans, belated happy birthday. Last week was your birthday. 90? 3 scores. Right. So 3 scores. How much 3 scores is what? I don't want to tell me the score in India. How much and what's 3 score here? All right. So he made 60 last week Sunday. And wonderful to have you with us, Evans, sitting by yourself to perform puja. Actually, you surprised me. So belated. That applause sounds like a belated applause. Sack, 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 sack. Happy birthday, belatedly, and may you have many more. And keep the family going, okay? So devotees, blessings to everybody, and let me apologize for taking some extra time this morning. Akash, Apapsi looking like, all right? Because we have no service next week. One service again for the year, most likely. So we made up for it, okay? And having said all that, I expect to see all the younger ones in service to continue. I have more things to tell all yet. Nicer things. Okay? Blessings. Stand up, Evans. Jai Sitaram. Blessings, devotees, and have a safe journey back home. We look forward to seeing you Wednesday and, of course, on Saturday.